lives become entangled with one another as fates intersect in the sprawling imaginary town of Salem, which is located in the middle of the Midwest. This takes place against the backdrop of drama, intrigue, and love that lasts forever. Stephanie Johnson is one of the few characters in this compelling narrative tapestry who has experienced the turbulent tribulations of romance to the same extent as the many other complicated personalities that inhabit this tapestry. She inherited not only her parents' dazzling beauty, but also their propensity for drawing both passion and peril. Stephanie Johnson, daughter of the famed super couple Steve Patch Johnson and Kayla Brady, inherited both of these characteristics simultaneously. Stephanie's life appeared to be doomed for the roller coaster ride of love's highs and lows from the day she arrived in Salem and for the rest of her life. It was a chance meeting in Horton Square that marked the beginning of Stephanie's journey through the turbulent landscape of romantic relationships. While she was there, in the midst of the hustle and bustle of ordinary life, she came into direct contact with the mysterious Philip Kyriakis. Sparks flashed between them as their eyes met, laying the groundwork for a love story that would be full of unexpected turns and twists. Despite the fact that Stephanie possessed a fiery temperament and an unyielding drive, Philip, the handsome scion of the powerful Kyriakis family, was pulled to her. Stephanie was certain that their love could triumph over any obstacle, and she proceeded to dive headfirst into a whirlwind romance with Philip, despite the fact that her friends and family had warned her about his troubled past. On the other hand, Stephanie's love pleasure was short-lived because the specter of a familiar face appeared to threaten her newly discovered contentment with her partner. We are introduced to Nathan Horton, the charming physician who possesses a heart of gold and a profound connection to Stephanie's history. During the reunion of childhood pals, long-forgotten emotions reappeared, sparking the beginning of a passionate love triangle that would put allegiances to the test and crush hearts. Stephanie felt herself divided between responsibility and passion as she lived in a situation where she was caught between two men who represented dramatically different paths. Nathan gave stability and unshakable commitment, while Philip's charm promised a life of luxury and adventure. Nathan was the more attractive of the two. Stephanie's heart was hanging in the balance, ready to break at any minute, as the tension between the three of them approached a boiling point. A bombshell revelation rocked Salem to its very foundations, just as Stephanie was beginning to believe that her relationship problems could not possibly become much more complicated. Philip had been holding a devastating secret from her, one that threatened to destroy not only their relationship, but also the whole fabric of trust that linked them together. She failed to realize that Philip had been keeping this secret from her. In the midst of her most difficult time, Stephanie discovered comfort in the arms of Nathan, whose unwavering devotion provided a glimpse of hope. Stephanie was heartbroken and filled with disillusionment. The two of them worked together to overcome the perilous seas of betrayal and redemption, so forming a connection that was more powerful than any challenge that fate could put in their path. As Stephanie began her journey of self-discovery and recovery, she came to the realization that genuine love was not about spectacular gestures or endings that were straight out of a child's fairy tale. Finding someone who was willing to acknowledge and appreciate her shortcomings while also praising her accomplishments, someone who would be at her side through thick and thin, was the goal. Stephanie discovered her true love in Nathan, the one person who recognized her for who she truly was and loved her without conditions. That person was her soulmate. The two of them decided to start a new chapter in their lives together, one that would liberate them from the constraints of the past and be filled with the hope that the future would be better. Stephanie's romantic life may have been riddled with pain and turbulence, but in the end, it was the course of events that brought her to the person she was destined to be with. Stephanie realized that their connection was unshakable as she walked hand in hand with Nathan into the sunset. To put it another way, love triumphed over adversity and triumphed over the challenges of fate in the everlasting tapestry that is Salem's days of our lives. And in the end, Stephanie Johnson's love life had brought her precisely where she was always supposed to be, in the arms of the person she had considered to be her one and only genuine romance.